Michigan's shore-to-shore riding hiking trail runs 235 miles from Lake Huron at Oscoda to Lake Michigan at Empire, Michigan. Primitive campgrounds are located along the trail at approximately 25-mile increments. Riders start the ride by having their horses put their feet in Lake Huron and end the ride putting their horses' feet in Lake Michigan.
My name is Jeanette Henderson. I am originally from upstate New York. I lived 29 years in Tennessee. I lived 15 years in Florida. And now I'm homeless. I don't have a house anymore. I sold it and I'm full-time on the road. Okay. So I'm kind of living the trail rider's dream. I go from trailhead to trailhead. I follow the weather, 70 degrees if I can get it, and wherever I need to go in the country to do that.
So how long have you been doing this?
Well, my husband and I started doing this in December of 2009. And we did it for about 10 years or so, and then his health started failing, so we stayed home for a little bit so we could deal with that, and then we went back on the road again in 2019, and then he passed away in January 2020, but by then we'd already decided to sell the house, and I'd already cleared it out, and I thought there was no reason to change that plan, so I went ahead and sold the house and winnowed everything down to the bare minimum of what somebody needs on the trailer. I have this humongous trailer that's like got everything. It's a one-bedroom apartment on wheels, so it's everything that I need, and I'm just living the dream.
Great.
Living the dream.
Great. How did you hear about the Michigan Trail Riders?
Oh gosh, I have heard about this for such a long time, and it's been on my bucket list for a long time. I have quite a few friends here in Michigan, and even years ago when I did the research for where all the horse camps are across the country, I had come across this ride. So I kind of stuck it on my bucket list, and it wasn't anything I don't think my husband could have done it. It was a little too much for him, but now I've decided I was just gonna do it. So I did. This is the first time I've done it, but I started a week ago. I did the north to south ride, which was 8 days, every single day, no layovers. It was a really amazing experience. It was the most grueling fun I ever had, but it really got my horse in shape, and it got me in shape, and then I decided I wanted to keep going with it, and they had the second ride of June, which is 17 days, but it's a lot less of a hectic pace. They have a lot of layovers in between, so I'm figuring this is going to be more like a cakewalk than the other one.
Yeah, it's going to be more like a vacation.
Yeah, the other one was tough, but it was so satisfying. And my horse did so well. I'm so proud of Flash. He just did a fantastic job, and I'm looking forward to doing the next one. It showed you got some true grit, as they say. It was a lot of stuff that you had to really work hard, but every minute of it was just absolutely fantastic.
What kind of horse are you riding?
I'm riding a Pasifino.
Oh, okay.
Flash is my little gated Pasifino, and he's a speed demon usually, but by day 4 he was dragging. By day 5 he seemed to have got the idea, and he's got strengthened up, and now he's had a couple of days rest, and he's put on some weight this week, so I think he's going to be in fantastic shape for the next part. It's going to seem easy after the last one.
So have you gone west as well?
I have actually ridden in all 50 states.
Okay.
All the 48 contiguous states on my own horses. I actually wrote a book about it called The Best and Worst Horse Camps Across America.
Oh, really?
And with a subtitle, Living the Trail Rider's Dream, because that's exactly what I'm doing. And it's been, so I've traveled all over the country with my guys.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, you're a unique person.
Oh, gee, thank you. Thank you.
We're glad to have you with us this week. You're here with us, and hope you really enjoy it a lot.
Thank you, and I appreciate it.
Right.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, this is Jeff Balzer. Jeff is the president of the MTRA.
At the present time, yes.
And he's even driving a bus this year. So I know that his father was the trail boss here for many years. I'm sure you grew up with the MTRA.
I
Can you
did.
tell me about that?
Yes, my father was president, also trail boss. My wife and I joined back in 1994, I believe it was. So we've been around 30-some years. Yeah.
Right. So, was your dad your mentor, or what?
Well, we've had horses all our lives, and then we got, this was something new, and he said, boy, son, you got to try this. I come up on one ride, my wife and I, and we were just hooked. It's just...
So I assume you're riding foxtrotters like your dad did?
Yep. I hate to say it, but I tell people I'd rather fight than ride a quarter horse, but these gated horses that we have now are awesome. They're really good.
Do you breed them as well and sell them like your dad did?
No, not like my dad did. My dad was, he put a lot of gated horses out on this ride, you know, a lot of, he bought and sold a lot of horses.
Yeah.
And I just, I find a good one and keep it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's a wise thing to do, I think,
Yeah.
because they aren't all good.
Right, no.
They vary.
They are all good. They're just some better than others.
Yeah, right. right.
Yeah.
So how are things going with the MTRA these days?
MTRA is just an awesome group of people. The struggle we're having in MTRA is getting the youth involved.
Okay.
It just seems like anymore the kids would rather be on their devices than on their horses.
Okay.
You know, and it's a struggle getting the youth involved, but we're doing things that hopefully will swing them our way.
How many do we have on this ride, do you know?
We counted last night at the meeting, and there's about 45 on the ride.
Okay.
So we just finished the first ride. There was about the same on the first June ride. Great weather, great ride.
It's wonderful today, you know.
It is awesome.
70s and sunny, and it's not dusty.
Right. And that's the forecast for the next 7 days. Is no rain and maybe low 80s.
So you think more people ought to get involved?
I think everybody should get involved. If
Get
you
their
have a horse
kids here.
and you like camping, and the camaraderie here is just fabulous. It's awesome.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the work you do, Jeff.
Thank you.
And, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is Susie Gomez.
Yes, it is.
Now, Susie is recently married. I'm wondering, where did you meet your husband?
Well, it's an interesting story. Here we are on the MTRA, and I met him on the MTRA, on the ride.
You did?
I did.
And where were you from?
I'm from Iowa.
Iowa.
I came once a very long time ago and fell in love with the people and the whole business. First time I came and never quit.
And how long ago was that?
I first came in 17. Our first ride, 4 girls in a tent and no barrels because we didn't know about water. So we pulled our water in wagons.
How'd you find out about the ride?
A friend of a friend was on a bucket list for a friend of mine. She knew somebody who lived and worked up here, and they were planning to go together. And then in the big circle of people we knew, someone said, "Oh, you should take Susie. She's, you know, life's hard right now. She'd probably appreciate it." And they were like, "Take a stranger on a big ride like that? I don't know." And it turned out to be just a life-changing experience for all of us.
Oh, great.
I had never been horse camping. Horse had never been on a high line. Never done probably more than 10-mile ride.
You just got at it and you got her done.
Yep, I just jumped in. So I didn't have a trailer, a truck, nothing. We just pretty much borrowed everything and brought my horse, and it was just life-changing. The way everybody worked together and the people, you know, that's what you fall in love with, is the people.
So you come back every year or something?
I've come back multiple times a year.
All right. How many times have you been across now?
I have 4 trophies and probably enough other miles to have 10 more, but I've kids back in Iowa that I can't always be gone long enough to.
Right.
Oh,
Hey, well, we love having you here.
thank you.
So thanks for
My
taking
pleasure.
your time. This is Harry Struble, and he's a member of the MTRA. And when you join the MTRA, they give you a number. And right now, I've seen some rigs with a number of 7,800 something or other. What's your number, Harry?
14.
14. All right. So you've been at this a long time now.
Yep, 1971 in October was the first time I come on a ride.
Okay.
But first time I crossed shore to shore was on a June ride of 73.
73. So you're looking at the 50th ride,
Yep.
50th anniversary of your first ride.
I haven't ridden across that many times. I think I have 7 crossings.
Okay.
Getting the trophies wasn't that important to me. Most of the time I came on the October ride
Okay.
and there was no trophies for the October ride.
Okay. Can you tell me about the differences between the ride today and what it was like 50 years ago?
Well, 50 years ago, nobody had these big rigs.
Uh-huh.
Most people had a 2-horse trailer, and the rides were a lot bigger. The first ride I was on was over 300 people was on.
Wow. Wow. So the camps were pretty full.
Yeah, but the rigs were so much smaller that, but they were full. And eventually, as the rigs got bigger, the club had to limit how many people could be on a ride. They limited it to 225 people.
Okay.
We don't have that problem anymore. We never get that many people anymore.
Right. So people had a 2-horse trailer and they'd either clean it out and sleep in there or bring a tent or something like that?
Well, a lot of people had to slide on camper. The
Okay.
first time I came, a friend of mine hauled the horse for me, and I just slept on the seat of my pickup truck. I didn't bring a trailer at all. So
Okay.
he brought the horse. I paid him so much money, and he took care of the horse.
Okay.
He would saddle the horse in the morning, and we had a caterer then too. There was enough people here that they had a caterer that would feed us.
Oh, nice.
It was an option. You could take the catering or not.
You could buy your dinner or...
Right, you could buy it as a daily basis or sign up for the whole ride.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good. I'd like that today.
Yeah, that'd
But
be nice.
But there aren't that many people anymore.
I'm Cindy Mueller. I'm from Elkader, Iowa.
Okay.
I'm Matt Mueller from Elkader, Iowa. Jeff Kane from Elkader, Iowa.
Joan Kane from Elkader, Iowa.
Sounds like Elkader is pretty popular here. No, I'm wondering, how did you end up coming way over to Michigan to this ride? What made you do that?
Well, I originally was in Missouri riding at Big Creek and ran into a couple older ladies from there, and they were saying about this ride, and the one lady was 75 and she had wanted to go on the ride when she was 70, but she thought she was too old. So her friend talked her into going, and they were supposed to go last year actually, and I haven't seen them since, so I don't know.
Okay.
And then we actually ran into Sam and Susie in Arizona,
Okay.
and they were talking about it as well.
Okay. So, what did you expect when you got here? What did you think it was going to be like?
We had no idea.
No idea.
No idea.
Just wanted to ride your animals and have a couple good weeks.
Yep.
Check Michigan off my bucket list.
Okay. Were you prepared in terms of having the right equipment, high lines, water, and so on?
Yep. We actually had all of our equipment, and we were prepared for that. I don't think we were prepared for the distance as probably.
That was a bit of a shocker.
That was, yeah, some of the.
When you read about it and actually do it, it's two different things.
Uh-huh. So how are you holding up?
I think we're doing fairly well.
Yesterday was a piece of cake,
Yeah,
and a week ago it wouldn't have been a piece of cake.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree.
Yeah.
And
And
how-
today was an easy day too. That was our day off.
Well, and let's say we're at day 6, is it today? You've only got 3 more rides to make it across the state.
Yeah.
So you've proven yourself. How about your animals? How are they holding up?
Our horses are
They're
standing
amazing.
well.
How resilient they are.
We're glad you're here. We've got a lot of people from out of state this time, in various places, and you're very welcome. And we hope that you enjoy the rest of the trip and that you stay with us. Come back again next year. Do it again another time. You don't have to do this just once.
We really wish we would have seen a bear though. We missed it by that much.
I've never seen a bear either. You got to get lucky. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, this is Gail Gunders. He's our trail boss and has been for many years. How
7
many?
years.
7 years now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering how many people started and how many you think are going to complete the ride?
I have 26 trophies to give out. There was about 35, 36 started on the other side.
Okay. Do you know
26 trophies.
how many of the new people have completed?
Most. I think all the new people are still in for the trophy.
Are still
I
going
don't
for
know if any of them dropped out.
Okay. All right. You're seeing a lot more people from out of state, right?
Yes, lots of out-of-state people.
What happened at the previous ride, for instance? I think we
Yes,
had.
our last ride, we had 17 new people. 16 were from out of state. 4 from Canada, 4 from Missouri, 8 from Ohio, 1 from Florida.
Right. It seems like there were about 14 on this ride.
I think 13 or 14, somewhere in that
Yeah.
range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we like sharing our trail. It's a pretty awesome
Yes.
thing. It's unique
Yes,
and it's a good experience, but it takes a little bit of fortitude.
it's a lot.
Well, we appreciate the work that you do and your leadership. It's been
Thank you.
a good organization.
Thank you.
If you enjoy videos like this and would like to say thank you, click the like button below and subscribe.